Alright. Hello everybody. Today we're going to be watching the third day of the Winter Season Championship stage semifinals in the lower bracket. Now, we've only got 3 teams left. And that's going to be Apex. Actually, give me a second. What do we have? GG and Naps, Apex and PRAMO. So after tonight, we're going to have 3 teams left. Apex versus PRAMO. We're going to be watching that today. After today, there's going to be 3 more matchups. 2 of them to decide who's going to be the other finalist. And 1 more grand finals on Sunday. That's going to be... This is basically the 4th to last matchup that we're going to be watching this season. So everything is coming to a close pretty soon. Here we're going to see, or today we're going to see 1 more team get knocked out. It's either going to be Apex or PRAMO, and interestingly enough, we're only going to be watching 1 game tonight. And it's going to be this matchup here. Or not 1 game, 1 matchup. Apex versus PRAMO. Apex is, I believe, number 3 seed coming into the tournament. PRAMO is going to be number 1 seed. And both of these teams have 1 loss credited to them, meaning that the next loss will have them eliminated from the double elimination bracket. So both of these teams, needless to say, need to give it their all tonight so that they don't get knocked out. See here, map is going to be Middleburg. PRAMO versus Apex. PRAMO is going to be taking 2 E5s, 2 IS4s, a Vickers Light, a Kran, and a T22. Apex is going to be taking, it looks like triple E5s, maybe triple Krans, and a 140. Now, based on lineup, if they do decide to go hill, it seems like PRAMO might have the advantage based on DPM. However, if Apex is able to knock out the T22 as well as the Vickers early on, they really do have a good chance at winning this. Now, PRAMO are banking on the fact that their medium tanks, or their medium and their light tank, are able to turn the tide of the battle by using their guns and their positioning to pick off tanks, as well as put their DPM to use. Of course, the medium and the light are going to have higher DPM than the heavy tanks should they pen all their shots. But it is going to be up to the players to make them work for the team. Now, at the same time, Apex is a little bit safer in terms of their lineup. They've got quite a bit of HP in those Krans and those E5s. And of course, the E5s are going to have gun depression, same with the Krans, able to work those hills up on the top of Middleburg very well. And triple Krans as well, if they do get pushed on, they could take a really big chunk out of the enemy's HP. Should all of those shots hit, that's going to be 3,600 damage in a very short time span. I believe it is 6 or 7 seconds. So, Apex by no means have less firepower if they do use it right. However, if PRAMO does use those medium tanks, well, I don't think Apex will be able to overcome that sort of DPM advantage. But they do have the HP advantage, so they're about even. Wouldn't say it's going to be an easy fight for either of them. Especially considering that both of these teams are 1 loss away from getting knocked out. They're going to be fighting tooth and nail to win this match. Middleburg, first map, going to be played. I'd imagine both teams are going to be playing up. However, it looks like Apex is taking some tanks towards the A side. I'm not sure what PRAMO is doing just yet. Obviously, they're going to have their medium and their light tank playing aggressive towards the C side. However, Apex is taking a Kron towards the middle there. It looks like he's a little bit exposed. However, he is in a decent position to get some support should he get pushed on. PRAMO with the early cap lead by taking the C cap early. Apex now getting onto the A cap, looking to make a play onto B, and should they do that, there is going to be nothing from PRAMO that are going to be able to reset that. Now Amorax, as soon as he steps onto that B cap, is going to have to play carefully. If you can see here, he took a bit to get onto the cap because PRAMO did play a strategy where they had something resetting over there, so he's going to be playing it very cautiously to get that B cap secured. Apex do have 2 caps to 1, so PRAMO are in the position where they are going to need to push at some point. Cora with a good shot on Kami, that's going to be the first shot of damage the whole game. Now, again, PRAMO are going to have to push down towards the B and the A cap, or pick up some kills somewhere. However, they are going to be pushing in. Tanner and Ghost Ranger pushing across to that side. They're looking for some spotting early on. Maybe they can just take the B cap. However, that's going to be a little bit of a tough play. A little bit riskier. They could just straight up lose a tank on B if they do decide to get on there. Tommy looks like he has resets on at least part of the base, but Ghost Ranger is spotted moving into it, and he should be able to retake it fairly safely. If you can see here, there's really no shot that Apex has, and Apex actually did rotate over up towards C. However, PRAMO are already dug in there, so Apex is going to be pushing into a fortified PRAMO team. Tommy was pushing forward. Oh man, Evil Fantasy again pushing into that PRAMO lineup there. It takes 1200 damage, and it looks like Apex is just bleeding out so much here. Oh man, this doesn't look like it's going to be a good push. Apex finds all of these PRAMO tanks still up here. They thought maybe that they'd rotated off down towards B and A. However, that is not the case. Tommy is in a 2 versus 1 in the town. He is not going to be getting any support. And Apex aren't doing well up top either. This doesn't look like it's going to be a win for Apex. Look at how healthy those PRAMO tanks are, and look how much HP Apex has lost. And they haven't even pushed for good positions yet. Tanner is taking some hits down on bottom, but Tommy again is already out of the game. Look at that HP difference. This is just absolute slaughter for Apex. Not sure. They must have thought that PRAMO had rotated back off of the caps, but no, that was definitely not the case. Blind push not working well for Apex at all, and this is 100% PRAMO's game. They've got control of 2 caps, and they have 10,000 HP over Apex. Apex just not looking good here, honestly. Kami tracked there, just goes down. Amorat is 1 shot as well. Apex looked like they just gave up at the end there. 1500 into Evil Fantasy, sees him knocked out of the game. Unique again. It just looks like Apex gave up at the end there. That battle actually went on quite a while, and Unique was able to get picked up there at the end. But yeah, look at that. 11,000, almost 12,000 HP for PRAMO left on the board. Yeah, just a really tough game for Apex there. Not the way you want to start off the night. Now, Apex, again, off to a rough start. Probably not the greatest push there. They didn't really have enough information to make that push. They did go off of a gut feeling, and sometimes that'll get you wins, but that time it definitely didn't work out for them. PRAMO was ready up on top there. They were able to catch them off guard by just going with 2 tanks into the town and taking that. Apex kind of just left control of the town and thought they were going to do sort of like a rotation there, hoping to maybe catch a few PRAMO tanks on top while the rest of the PRAMO team rotated down, but definitely was not the case. PRAMO kind of countered their rotation there by just leaving most of their tanks up there and probing a little bit within the town with Tanner and I believe it was Ghost Ranger in the T-22. So PRAMO with a very... It was a well thought out rotation actually, with the 2 mobile tanks, just kind of probing in the town. If they were able to get the cap, and they were, then they could just basically hold from then on. Now Apex is going to be taking 4 Krons this time, 2 E5s and a Vickers Light. PRAMO going to be sticking to a pretty similar lineup. They've got 2 E5s, 2 IS4s, 2 Krons, I believe, and a Vickers Light. So, still got some pretty good spotting there with the Vickers. Might actually spot a bunch of Apex tanks going up the hill. There's a position where the Vickers can take and basically spot the heavies crossing up very early on, should he decide to do it. And let's see if he is going to do it. Yes. So basically what Tanner is going to do here, just come up to this position really fast and try to spot those Apex tanks crossing. DJR and not sure who else it was, but AK does get him spotted. Tanner might take some hits, but no, Apex is just going to keep chugging along up the hill. Unique does take the B cap. Doesn't look like PRAMO is going to be able to reset anything. B is fairly safe to capture as long as the enemy doesn't play super aggressive onto that cap. Now, Mako is getting onto the C cap. PRAMO going to be taking C after Apex gets B. Apex just going to be waiting a little bit in the town. They've got some interesting strategies lined up here. It looks like they might just wait for PRAMO to push onto these Krons. Kami, though, does get spotted. PRAMO might actually take the bait here. It looks like Apex is just trying to bait PRAMO into pushing out of the C cap here. However, Apex does have the cap advantage, so PRAMO will have to make a move at some point, either to get that A cap or to get this some sort of kill. Now, Cora did take a shot. I believe he might have bounced or something, because someone was pinging that area over there. Tanner is going to be moving over. Let's see where Tanner goes. The light tank is going to be pretty important here. Gets spots off on DJR. Cora is now going to be going down to the A cap. However, if he does do this, Apex might just jump on him. Let's see where Tommy is here. Tommy is in a position where he can reset part of the A cap. However, Cora is able to cap safely should he hug this building there. He might get spotted as he pushes forwards towards it, though. AKA is in a position here. Took a shot at Tanner, I believe. Might have just been a blind shot, actually. And look at this. Cora is creeping up towards the A cap. Oh, but he gets spotted from where? I believe Evil Fantasy spotted him as he crossed up. DJR able to get a shot. Look at that shot. Through the buildings, and look at this. Apex is going to be jumping on Cora here. PRAMO now going to be pushing for those Apex Krons. Look at this crossfire setup here. DJR actually has shots on Cora. Cora is permatracked. It looks like Tommy with another shot. AK looks like he has a kill, and there we go. That's going to be the first kill of the game for Apex, and they've got a pretty strong lead. However, they did leave these 2 Krons a little bit isolated, and they are going to get pushed on by PRAMO. PRAMO might have 2 kills lined up here. Apex were able to take A, but it's going to be crucial for Apex to come back and support these Krons that are getting pushed on. Kami is down pretty low already. Down to 2 shots, now down to 1. He's about to get picked up, but even Steven gets absolutely hammered on that push as well. AK with another good shot into him. Raikkonen picks up Kami, and Ghost Ranger and even Steven. Oh, look at this. Ghost Ranger is trying to cover as well as he can, but AK might be able to sneak the shot in. Oh, he takes a big shot, max roll from Ghost Ranger, but he is able to pick up that kill on even Steven. Apex looking good here. They've got the kills lined up. They've got a lot of cap points. Look at that. Raikkonen also takes a lot of damage as he pushes forwards. Tanner is trying to take control of the cap by getting onto the A cap. Might actually pick up Amorat as well. Tommy, though, picks up Raikkonen in this middle area here. Unique now pushing forwards towards Unique. Tanner was able to pick up Amorax. DGR also goes down, and look at this. PRAMO now have 2 caps. Apex have almost 900 points of cap, but they still need to pick up kills, and Tanner running around with the mobility, picking up the kill on Evil Fantasy. Rob is about to go down, though. Tommy gonna pick him up. AKA, though, looks like he's gonna get picked up by Tanner, but Tanner does miss the shot. AKA looking for someone else, it looks like. Not gonna be chasing down Tanner. Looking for the kill on Ghost Ranger, it looks like. Tanner really doesn't have any options here besides maybe go for AK, but AK rushes the shot on Ghost Ranger. PRAMO now taking control of more caps, and looks like they might turn this game around. Ooh, AK down to a one-shot. YOLOs for the kill. I'm not sure what he was doing there, but it did not work out for him. PRAMO gonna pick this game up on caps. Tanner just picking up all the kills and taking control of the caps there. Ghost Ranger did need to go down at the end. PRAMO were not gonna be picking up, Apex were barely picking up any points from the caps. They had lost their A cap. They only had B left. And again, PRAMO was very cognizant of that fact. Tanner did make a really good play by taking that A cap and was able to pick up some kills in the town. Again, the Vickers mobility, you just really have to do that to pick up those kills. Those kills are an 80-point swing basically in caps, and that's absolutely massive late game. But yeah, again, Apex were looking strong for the longest time there, but it looks like their focus fire just kind of fell apart there. They're down 2 already, and PRAMO looking pretty strong here. Best of 5, of course. Apex does need to pick up some more kills. I was gonna say, there's a lot of crons there. DJR, Evil Fantasy, Kami, more crons again. PRAMO are gonna have 3 crowns as well though, so pretty similar here. And it looks like TVPs are getting played by each team as well. Ooh, that's a pretty light lineup actually for Apex. Gonna be taking triple mediums and lights. TVP, a T22, a Vickers light with 4 heavy tanks, the triple crons and an E5. PRAMO is gonna be taking a TVP as well as a Vickers. But they've got 2 IS4s for some more meat in their lineup there. Apex does have the spawn with the B cap closest to them, so maybe they're able to get caps early. However, PRAMO might just have something up their sleeve with those, or with the TVP. But Apex does have a really mobile lineup. They've got the T22, the Vickers, and the TVP that are all pretty fast. They might just make an aggressive play towards the A cap early. So let's see what these tanks do. The 3 Musketeers, the 3 mediums here. AK looks like he's just going to be going for the B cap early on. Tanner is going to be doing a spotting run, I believe on this B ridge here, but look at this. The Vickers actually not even going for B, just going to be pushing straight across for map position on the A cap. Tanner looking for some more spots. Tommy crossing as well towards the A cap. Cora going to be going over towards that side, but it looks like, oh, Tommy needs to be careful as he pokes that. There's a lot of tanks that could get shots on him if he overpeaks that. Look at that. Sierra's actually in the back for PRAMO, but look at this. PRAMO is going to be making an aggressive play onto these Apex tanks, and it looks like they're taking good map position on this, but Rob just gets absolutely nailed as he crosses. Down to 2 shots, down to 1. 236 HP left. Mako as well taking a lot of damage. Kami is still not dead. Ooh, kills really need to start coming in from each team here. Kami is about to get picked up, but look at that. Mako loses a ton of HP as well. Ammo racks in the other side. Gets perma-tracked in a terrible position there. Ooh, trading kills again. Mako going down, but same as Kami. Ammo racks is also just about going to go down. Evil Fantasy gonna be working with DJR and Tommy to pick up the kill on Chipotle's life, and next even Steven most likely. Tanner, Cora, and Sierra all moving in. External might get hit hard here, but he's doing a good job of staying clear of danger. At least, oh, he was until he started shooting at Chip, but he does, he's able to pick up, or help pick up the kill on Chip, but look at that. He's just taking so much damage, stopping there in the open. Definitely not going to be the best play for him, and he goes down. Apex and PRAMO both about even on HP. However, Apex do have a 1-gun advantage. They really need to make that work and not lose any more tanks. They need to get all their guns focused on one target. Evil Fantasy chasing Tanner, but he's going to go side onto him without even shooting him, waiting for his second shell to reload. Tanner's going to be going for the kill on AKA. Ooh, AKA needs to stay clear, but there's no way he's going to get out of there. He's just backing up, but Tanner gets absolutely... Oh, and Tanner goes down before AKA does. Cora looks like he might be next. Tommy just going to be kiting even Steven as he waits for a little bit of support. Gets a good shell into Cora as well. It looks like Apex might pick up this win. 2 on 3. Evil Fantasy creeping forwards. Not sure if he's going to decide to help on Cora. Looks like he's just going to go for Cora. Waiting for his third shell. Nope, he's just going to fire it off. Picking up the kill on Cora. And Tommy, with the Evil Fantasy and DJR, able to pick up this win against even Steven. Even Steven probably not going to pick up this win. However, he might be able to pick up Tommy. Nope, doesn't even get that. So, PRAMO losing their first game of the night. Apex with a good first win. Maybe a reversal of fortune for them. PRAMO with the aggressive play onto those middle tanks didn't exactly work out. I've seen something like that before. However, they just lost a lot of HP as they pushed for those 2 crans in the mid there. Apex looked like they were ready for some sort of play like that. It looked like they caught PRAMO with the intention of pushing early on. So they're able to make some quick damage in the middle there. And that kind of just gave them a momentum that they could carry on later into the game. Again, they were also better on picking up the kills. Had a 1-gun advantage for a good portion of that game. And were able to capitalize on that. Caps really weren't a thing that game. And again, PRAMO really shine when they are able to take control of the cap game and slow the game down. Apex, gonna be taking a single 50B, an STB, and a T22. Again, somewhat of a light lineup. I wouldn't say the 50B is a super light tank, but it definitely can be squishy. If you get on its side, you're gonna be taking chunks off of its HP by shooting HE into the side. Now, Apex also has double crans and double E5s, so they're by no means gonna be that far down on HP. PRAMO actually going to be taking an interesting lineup here. They've got a Bat Chat and a Vickers Light, 2 light tanks, supported by 2 E5s and triple crans. They might actually play an aggressive strategy as well. I'm not exactly sure where the Bat Chat goes though, but the Bat Chat early on is most likely going to look for some sort of clip. Well, possibly. Sierra in the TVP last game was played pretty passively, so they might just post the Bat up in a position where he's able to get some sort of spotting on the flank. I'm not sure exactly, but let's see. Tanner in the Bat Chat might push aggressive towards the A-cap, could get a clip off early, but that would be a super aggressive play by him. Sierra in the Vickers Light gonna be posting up in the middle area. They're going to be spotting a lot of Apex tanks as they make an aggressive play, and it looks like they're going to be pushing forwards. Mako takes a shot as he crosses another shell. DJR looking for the third. Oh no, shoots even Steven instead. Good track shot there though. Tommy now going to be looking for some shots into even Steven as well. Waits for him to repair, and look at that. E5 is going to be permatrack there. Woo, really bad shot from Amorax there. PRAMO have lost quite a bit of HP on this push, but AKA isn't. Oh no, what just happened there? Amorax gets absolutely deleted, and these PRAMO crons now coming in for some cleanup and damage. Apex with the aggressive play just kind of stopped there, and it didn't really work out for them. Sierra is bleeding a lot, but he's able to get away with his mobility. PRAMO need to start focus firing though. They need to pick up some more kills and keep this momentum up, but it looks like it's just not going to be a win for Apex here. PRAMO with the damage and the kills, able to control this game. They've lost 1 tank, however they've already picked up 2. But they just lost Rob. Apex might be able to turn this around, but Kami is getting persecuted by Tanner, and Tanner should have the kill there. Gets a good shell and has 1 more lined up for the kill. Able to pick up Kami in the 50B. Mako has bled a lot. Apex with the kill, but Sierra now coming in and putting his gun to good use on that STB medium. Ooh, really good shot there into the side of his hull. AKA Down to a one-shot. DGR goes down. It's going to be 3-on-4 here. Tanner is full health in the bat chat. Has a clip lined up for Evil Fantasy here. Evil Fantasy looking for a shell across. External able to pick up the Vickers Light, but he's going to get chased down by Cora Cora. Oh, Andy gets tracked as he runs out, and this is going to be a loss for Apex. There is no way they're coming back from this. 1 versus 3. Evil Fantasy going to get clipped out by Tanner, and Pramo end up beating Apex 3-1. Evil Fantasy says stop in the chat. And it looks like they did stop. No ram damage there. Oh. So Pramo picking up the 3rd win, and that's going to be game for them. Again, the bad chat just doing all sorts of good there. Pen like all of his shots that game. Not sure what happened to Amorex, but he got absolutely deleted in the middle there. And again, Apex tried making an aggressive play through mid, but they kind of just stopped. Like, I don't know what they were going for there, honestly. But it didn't work out for them, unfortunately. And they get knocked out. So Pramo pick up the set against Apex. Apex gonna be knocked out entirely from the winter season, and that's gonna be the last matchup that they play. Ultimately then, that means that Apex gets 4th place in the winter season. Pramo has another chance to make it back to the finals now. I believe they're gonna play the whoever loses the matchup, GG versus Naps. And then it's going to be Pramo versus whoever loses there. And then obviously whoever wins that matchup is going to go to the finals against the winner of GG versus Naps. So it's either going to be... well, there's a lot of possibilities actually. So I'm not going to list them all out. But 2 of those 3 teams are going to be playing in the finals on Sunday. Pramo with a pretty good set there against Apex, able to pick up the 3rd win that they needed to get back up out of the well, I wouldn't say they're out of the danger zone just yet. They're still going to be in the lower bracket for the time being. But they are 1 win closer to getting to the finals. So, congratulations to Pramo. Apex, again, congratulations on 4th place. Pretty new team as well, and they did well, all things considered, so hats off to them. And interestingly enough, as I said earlier, that's going to be the only game today. As you can see here, 23 hours and 35 minutes until the next matches start. So, yeah, that's going to be all for today. More matches tomorrow. It should be 2 matches there, 2 sets. So, that's going to be happening tomorrow. For now, I'm just going to be ending the stream off there. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you